Hi, this is Gary Kayye. We're here at the Zones Customer Connect show in Chicago, and I'm here with Tony Berg, who's the SVP of Integrated Solutions. Every office is being driven by technology nowadays, so you're in a kind of a critical position.
Yeah, definitely from an office perspective. There's a couple things. A lot of people are coming back, right? But the way in which we changed over COVID was everybody's now used to video, or before we didn't, right? So people are having to look at office settings very differently than they did before. They have to use AI, they have to use more video, but also you can't have a conference room with 10 people without seeing their face, because we're so used to that individual connection. So that's what we're seeing a lot from a technology perspective relative to the offices.
Are they having to redesign the infrastructure, or most companies having to redesign the infrastructure to be able to handle that much video?
Potentially, right? Because there's a lot of it's gone to Wi-Fi, right? So sometimes you might have to add more access points for bandwidth, right? But the other thing that's happening is a lot of the solutions are getting to be faster, right? 1 gig, 10 gig, 40 gig. And so yes, it's something you definitely have to consider. Does it mean you have to upgrade? Maybe not, but a lot of people are, because if you couple that with your employee experience that you want to try to achieve, it can become very taxing on the infrastructure that you have.
What is your differentiator as a company when it comes to your kind of viewpoint on technology?
I think it's the breadth of the knowledge that we have. We have multiple practices across like security, networking, data center, cloud, AI, etc. But also just the experience. So having a diverse set of customers in healthcare, retail, financial services, etc. Many times you'll learn something about technology in one industry and you can take it back and apply it to another industry. So that breadth, a depth, but also the length of time that we've been in business has been kind of a unique overview.
What can we expect in 2025? What do you think will AI continue to be the hot topic in 2025, or will something usurp it?
No, I think, I listened to one of your presentations. It was fantastic. I do think AI everybody's trying to figure it out. Like, how are we going to use it? And I think people have gotten past the point where they don't feel like it's going to take people's jobs away. They're thinking of how's it going to supplement them? How is it going to allow them to grow and fundamentally do their job even more effectively? So I do feel like AI is going to be even more specific, but also I think another big topic that has arisen, which is common sense, is the security around it. Like, how do you secure the AI infrastructure if it's in the cloud or if it's on-prem?
I mean, in general, security is a big issue, because you hear all these giant hacks that have happened at not just big organizations, but also individual people, right, that have been hacked and their private data spread out there. And I think that's a big portion of your offering, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. Security is top of mind on everything. When you're going to the cloud, when you're building infrastructure on-prem, AI, wherever you're going to run it, but also it's becoming something that you have to think about from an experience standpoint. You can't have single sign-on 3 different ways to get to 3 different instances. And then the other thing that you got to think about is the power of AI is the data in which it's pointed to, right? Well, you're going to have AI data that's on-prem, but you might need some data from other sources, like a partner, or like, say, we're in front of HP right here. It might be an HP data sheet on a particular offering. That stuff together is what's going to make it critical, but many companies from a security perspective are still a little leery of letting their data get out of their systems.
Yeah, well, you can learn more about Zones and what they're doing and how they can help you by going to zones.com, and we're gonna be doing the 2025 roadshow with them. So stay tuned for more about that at ravepubs.com. I really appreciate you joining me, Tony. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the time.